Firstly, I want to thank God Almighty for the success so far yesterday. Journey mercy granted everyone, and we, on behalf of the Akporherhe Foundation, want to apologize for some of you having inconveniences in your hotel accommodation. Bear with us for that inconveniences for now. But I believe in the nearest future, there will be a more better planning and more innovation will come up by the grace of God. We are going to start immediately. We're just waiting for one of the resource persons who is coming with the materials that most of the farmers will go home with today by the grace of God. Then firstly, I made a promise. There was a lot of requisition, requests, appeal for transport to come. And we decide not to give anybody transportation to come here. If you can find your way down, mostly those who are coming outside Ogeli, if you can find your way down, we promise to transport you back. But for the level of faith you have shown, we are going to take responsibility of the transport you use to come and to go back. We have the intention to make transportation free to our crew, but we say no. If the commitment is not there, whatever we are doing is a waste. There's a great challenge. We got some level of information. A lot of people are declining. Hello, the way the woman sang yesterday. That woman, if they don't pay that money, that woman not going to let us sleep. So there was some level of decline, which we really appreciate. Because we're not separating the shaft from the wheat. We are aware that not everybody came here because of empowerment to survive. Some people came here just to block roads, make money to change their phone. No, that is not our intention. Because we are worried. How long will you continue to look 1,000, 3,000 to solve problem? Tomorrow you are back to the streets. And that is why the politicians take advantage of us. If you are doing well, there is no way you run and queue on the sun, on a rain, voting for somebody who will punish you, who will frustrate you, but you are still there on the queue because you need urgent 3,000 to solve your problem. I think we should start having a rethink and see how we can be on our feet and behold, the man who is dying of hunger has no choice. No wonder the Bible said in Agro, it said, Lord, deny me not two things. Poverty to far away from me. Yes. Poverty. The level we saw poverty. That's why we are fighting to rescue people out. We were there before. It's not an encouraging story. I always tell people, don't encourage poverty. Don't romance it. Chase it. Fight it with all your strength. Don't accommodate it. Don't create room for poverty. How do you create room for poverty is something like this. You see a loan without interest, an advantage for you to start. You are afraid. But if you know you don't pay, don't bother to take because they will come after you. So make sure you pay that money. If you know you will not pay, don't bother to come and collect it. Because now we are referring you to the bank. The church is out of it. So you are going to deal with them directly. Want to appeal to you. But doing all this tragedy for your sake. Not for our sake. Because for us, we have learned how to survive in difficult times. I told somebody when I arrived in Lagos, they said, take am easy, this is pressure. You go here, you drop. You go here, you drop. One will come meet me and say, take am easy. One said, you just from Lagos. It was soon tired. I said, well, for those who they wait for me to tired, they will wait forever. Because this journey I just started. My desire is to see how people survive. Not today. Those who know me in Warri, when I left Warri to Port Harcourt, I struggled to bring men, boys out of the street, nothing less than 50, who are now millionaires. Some are now billionaires. I'm not doing it because I'm comfortable. The money we are spending here, my son's school fees, I'm not paid. They are calling me and said, next week. I have $16,000 to pay his school fees. The other one in Ghana, $9,000. All this money, I must struggle to pay them. But I still, in all, how can we assist our brothers? That is the real essence of Christianity. Charity, love, concern, speak over one's affliction. See where you can come in. It's not all about money. Advice is something. You can render advice. Most problems some of us pass through, not because God wants to punish us. He allows us to pass through, so that when we come out, we'll be an example to others. This problem when you go through, calm down. I've passed through it before. Then God will now use it to be a counselor. Counsel others. So what appeal? Open your mind. Be free. Today is the main key day. Be practical. You will engage with them one-on-one. And they will give you their numbers to follow up. Business learning is not just 2 days. There will be a follow-up. The reason we bring other farmers in Warri here, so that those in Warri, she can come to your farm and supervise you. She's just small in nature, but she's mighty. She's wonderful. She's really into her great business. Me that I'm talking to you, I'm a farmer. Serious one. The current business I'm doing today, I enter the business through farming. If you know Warri very well, A division. I was in Lagos. And after my secondary school, 1995, I traveled to Lagos to look for greener pasture. I looked for a job for more than 4, what is different place, no way. So the extent we have to look for concrete work is in Lagos, and I know you must join Union to get concrete work. I said, it's so difficult like this. I am not lazy. I have strength. But the shame, after telling everybody, bye-bye to Warri, see, made me start going up and down. I slept through the night. My father used to have a small farm. My uncle here is a witness to it. A small farm. They plant cucumber, lettuce, carrot, no, not carrot. Quite a lot of plants. They didn't grow. They didn't survive because of the nature of the soil. And thank God for him. He's a well-trained. He was trained by the white men in Ibadan. He do that little farm, grant small. I wake up on early morning. I said, I am on my way to Warri. No transport. I sold my shoe. I buy slippers, the two slippers. I enter road. Getting to Warri, I remain in one restaurant. I'm just giving a life story experience so that some of us can learn from them. I remain in the restaurant till 9 o'clock where everybody has slept. And I sneak in. My parents saw me, they were afraid. What happened? I said, no, a job. How did you get a job? Then there's no telephone. I said, a friend reached me. There's a work. I will start tomorrow. The next morning, 5 o'clock, I wake up straight to that farm. The day has not broken. I just sit down, start thinking what to do. With the vexation of the hunger challenging in the family, I said it must stop. I turned that forest to land. When I mean forest, I felled more than 74 trees down. I sowed the tree for firewood. I chased all the bees, sell their honey. You survive. Inside Warri there, nobody never knew I'm in Warri. For 3 months, my friends, except only one friend, Timothy, who is aware I was in Warri. On Sunday, I will go to farm. From farm, I will go to service. From device service, I will go back to the farm. My mom became afraid. Oh, please, boy, never do something. Why are you scared? Why are you running away from people? I said, I've taken a decision to see this family through. In that time, we used to buy Ekuma rice. That farm, when we used to do, my dad would do from where they plot 20-30 kilo, they will sell. That day, rice fish, which is the rich man food that time. So the first harvest, We did 300 kg, something of 20 kg. The next one, I did 1,000 kg. I overtake, you don't worry. I was the only person distributing cucumber, lettuce, green pepper, all other plants in Warri, until some people will come to the farm and they'll give you a tree. They will buy all these carrots, no, not carrots, green pepper, cucumber, lettuce. They will take to the sheep. They will not return the money. They will owe me. They will come with this and say I'm not selling for them. So then that day, it's okay, I follow us grow sheep. From there, I follow them. We climb sheep. I don't know what they were discussing, but I know the money entered their hand. It was dollar. I don't know the value. We enter bike. We reach Awusa quarter. They change money. Money full everywhere. The change where they give me, I was happy, but I was imagining, is it not this thing they pick for my farm? That sheep, all of us will go there. So that was how I started going to the sheep. But it was difficult. They keep chasing me, but I don't have the credentials, the criteria to operate. Until something happened. Government sold the land. They came with bulldozer and bulldozed the whole farm. I cried. For 3 days, I couldn't eat. Even my tears was affecting my parents. They were worried. But I never knew it was a miracle. God allowed every disappointment in my life, blessing in disguise. That thing now wake me up. I will not go back to the farm for now. Let me go to the sheep. From the sheep, I start listening, start talking, start listening. They start giving me orders. From there, breakthrough came in. From there, I now learn more skills. Not only a juggler, I start become learning a lot of things in the marine industry. Today, that small business has grown to a mighty business that we have our head office in Port Harcourt, branch in Lagos, branch in Warri, with workers all over everywhere. By the grace of God, all my managers have bought all of them cars, some healers. So what I'm trying to tell you, please don't undermine little beginning. Don't undermine little beginning. Don't appreciate poverty. Fight it with all your strength. Reject it. It's not for us. Even the Bible said the poor shall not cease from the land. You are not among those who will be among the poor. God will not make anybody rich or make anybody poor. He has given us the criteria to come out. But if you want to remain there, it's up to you. But I'm begging you, please take advantage of this. Don't look at the money. Look at what we are going to learn today. Go home and do something out of it. Even though it's not here, think. Some of us don't have to think outside the box. I tell people, if I relocate to Orogu today, I will be the richest person there because there is opportunity everywhere. If I move down to Ughelli, I went to Lagos. The only thing I moved to Lagos was just my bag. My children left everything in the house. We start afresh. My daughter was crying because since they were born, they have never entered Okada. They have never seen difficulty. But they came to Lagos without, they were using bike, keke to school. And there was cars, a lot of cars are in Port Harcourt. I said we're not going to take one pin out of the house. That's what I'm talking, this house worth over $500 million. With everything you need is inside there. But we didn't go with anything, we start afresh. I'm telling you this to let you know that you can start at anywhere. Today, by the grace of God, we have our own house, our own car. None of them left Port Harcourt. They are all surviving. We are moving to Abuja very soon to take control. Port Harcourt. All this, I'm trying to motivate you to make you believe it is possible. No, nobody should feel that. And there is one mistake we are making. The day you overcome that mistake, you have survived, you have arrived. The day you stop blaming somebody for your mistake, that is your victory day. Take responsibility for where you are. Obasanjo parents didn't send him to school. Look at Obasanjo today. Many of us, our motivation speaker when he was telling us how he managed to survive himself through school. That is the story for some of us. I thought I borrowed 1,000 naira when I get admission into Uniport. He said, "I loan," and he borrowed that money through for money lender. He gave it to me. not to be peace, to do what? Local government identification. Initially, I want to feel bad. I said, no, the man has tried. As challenging as it was then, he managed to put me in private school. I know the pains. He will not eat sometimes, or to make sure we go to school. That was why when God blessed us, we said we were going to take care of him. Before he left, building 3 houses. We build in Warri, we build in the village. I'm telling you all this not because we're using it to brag, but to let you know that you can come out from the challenges you are facing today. Our passion is to make sure that this whole program brings results. Please, I'm begging all of you, don't go home today, remain the same. Please, challenge yourself and it shall come to pass. Let's not talk too much and stop here.
What other way than for the organizers to tell you their own personal experience, which should right now motivate yourself and myself. One more time, let's put our hands together for that. That is what we call a success story. A success story from the source itself. Our enthusiasts, future investors, future entrepreneurs, future wealth generators. This is the time for us to get very busy. With the permission of the minister, for those of us who are going to be with Brother Akporherhe, this is Brother Akporherhe here. We have Sister Cynthia, who is going to be on the IT and social media. She's also a business coach, so you have the flexibility to ask a lot of direct questions. So what it's going to look like is this role here. There is a first pillar and a second pillar. It is going to be the both sides, this way and this way. I think we are going to be a little bit flexible. Because it's breakout section, there is no brother side and no sister side. The ministers who are accommodated. Likewise, when you go out, you feel comfortably sitting a little bit together. The idea is to interact. So, Brother Akporherhe is going to be here on my right hand, while Lady Cynthia will be by my left hand. Then for Brother Emmanuel column, it's going to take from the second pillar to take to the last pews there. While what is his name? Good luck. Edosian, he for the farm or those who are interested in farming, they are going to occupy the canopy outside. I hope we are clear with that. Please, we are going to spend 30 minutes. We have the soap making. Please stand up, let them see your face. You know, you were not here speaking yesterday. Look, so you see what we call the under the gallery outside. The space where they share food for those who want to go direct practical to learn soap making and what? And air freshener. We use that point there. Then the other lady who is also on agriculture, we have about 4 canopies out there. She will be engaging some other persons, while Good Luck will be exchanging other persons. Exactly 30 minutes from my timing, I will jingle the bell so that you who have learned agriculture wants to hear other things about business development, because you are not just going to bump into the farm. You need to have the prior information from pre-planting, post-planting, sales, accountability. Remember, Brother Emmanuel told you while the bank is waiting for a final word, accountability of their proceed. So you have the business doctor. Mpaya in another column is there from Point Microfinance. So whatever you need, in fact, everybody that's going into this business development should have, all of you should have a POS machine. All of you need a POS machine. It is here to make it easily affordable for you to get. So, with the permission of our resource person, the minister, sir, you have your permission, so we officially rise and hail so that everybody can be on their feet and switch to their position. Over to you for the closing prayer.
Thank you very much. I hope it's all right. May the good Lord direct us. Hail Jehovah and Jesus Christ.